Welcome back guys, my name is Ben Lewis and I am doing a Photoshop tutorial today on using layer masks in your projects. So last video I kind of covered selection tools and moving tools, and that was part of my Photoshop tutorial series, whereas this is more like just a loose tutorial. And what I'm going to be talking about is layer masks as a general concept, and I'm going to basically do a step-by-step tutorial on using layer masks and how this can be beneficial to your projects. So what we're going to do is we're going to get straight into this Photoshop document. I've created 3 squares, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the types of things you can do with layer masks that are quite useful. So it's really beneficial. I'm going to show you adding and removing from using a layer mask brush, and I'm basically going to show you also how to use a clipping mask and what benefits that can have to your pieces of work basically. So I've got the first square here, the orange square on the left over here, and what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to basically use this to create a selection like mentioned in the video before. If you haven't seen that, it should pop up on screen up here, and essentially go watch that once the video is finished, and come, obviously you'll know what to do then, or go watch it now and come back to this video. But basically what you want to do is create a selection with your rectangle marked key tool. It doesn't matter what size selection or what shape or anything, and what we're wanting to do is the layer mask button is down here, down below your layers. If you can't see your layers, go to Window and then Layers, and that will turn it off, or just press F7 on your keyboard and that should appear. And what you want to do is press the layer mask, and what that'll do is that'll create essentially it will cut every part out apart from the selection you made. If you see here, you've got this little thumbnail, and essentially what that's done is that's cut out all the outlines that we've created, and it's left the shape in the middle. Now what's great about this is you can do different things with this, but another thing we can do, if you press Ctrl Z to go back if you haven't done anything else, or Ctrl Alt and Z to go back a few steps back to where we were. If you right click and press Select Inverse, then you'll have everything but the centerpiece selected, and what you can do with that is create a layer mask of everything that's not selected, which is the centerpiece. So you've now cut out a center shape. What's great about this is you can unlink these, you can then move the left thumbnail and you can move that, and the shape will stay where it is essentially. So you can create some really cool effects with this, some really cool hidden effects like this sort of thing, where you just hide one corner of it, or you can just do it in the center like that. Another cool thing about this is that any shapes that are behind it, so if I move this behind in the layers, they show through the layer mask, which is quite useful, quite beneficial if you're wanting to layer things up. And another beneficial thing about layer masks is that you're not deleting, whereas if I pressed, if I'd taken a selection out of the corner and I pressed delete, I can't get that back. Whereas with layer masks, what you can do is you can just disable them to see what the shape was like before and enable them again. On the second shape, I'm going to do the exact same, but instead what we're going to do is we're going to create a gradient. So we'll do that, select Inverse. Now we've got our shape selected. Press the third one along, layer mask. But what we're going to do now is go to our brush tool, set the size to, depending on the size of your squares, I'd say for us we're going to use 448, that seems alright. Now over here, these aren't colours. This is basically addition and subtraction. The addition is white, so that will add colour, add back to your mask. Subtraction is black, so that will take away. So for example, if we paint that there, if I use the black, we can unpaint it all. So what you can do with this is you can use the white, make the brush size a bit bigger, and what you can do is you can just do a soft, make sure your hardness is 0, and you can do a soft kind of shape. Now this looks quite cool. This is a cool effect you guys could use to create gradients or anything like that. And another great thing about this sort of thing is on the transparent sections, other colours will show through, which is really, really beneficial. I think this is great for layering. It's really, really useful for other things like that, and for hiding specific things and then showing them. It's really beneficial in that aspect. Now what I'm going to show you is you're going to do the exact same with this shape, but instead we're going to create the layer mask just the same as we did before. Instead of adding, we're going to rub away, and we can just do a straight line by holding shift. You can do a straight line across, and then we press Ctrl D to deselect, and we've got our shape. Now what you can do is you can layer these how you like. So it's got a soft gradient. You know, we can disable this layer mask or delete it. We can put this behind, and you can create some really interesting compositions. For example, we've now got a square with a hint of blue down here where the layer mask is hidden, and a hint of red-orange here where the layer mask is hidden again. And we can switch these around. You can create some really interesting compositions with this. So I just want to show you this kind of basic tool. It's not anything complicated, it's not something overly exaggerated, it's just a simple kind of concept, and you can apply it to almost anything. You can apply it to text, you can apply it to images, all sorts of things, and it's really beneficial as a simple kind of tool to use in your Photoshop documents. So I hope this was helpful. If you guys have any queries, just let me know in the comment section down below, and I will answer all your queries and questions, and hopefully this helps. So if you've enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a thumbs up, comment down below what you thought, and share this with your friends who are interested in graphic design and Photoshop, and I hope that I can help them too. So anyway guys, I will see you in the next video.